Alright, let's jump back into this and spend our new level up. Ooh, we got 2 points to spend. Honestly, not really digging the whirlwind spell all that much, or skill all that much. Got my shout maxed out. Let's max out that. Max out our parry. And then we'll work on crit strike. Alright. We were headed this way. There we go. Let's spend 5 seconds clicking on food. There should just be like an autofill button.
I think I see a steel rope here. They are already here. Can't be good news.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots.
Does that lead have anything to do with the tower behind you?
The tower calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it.
This is going to end very badly for you if you don't back off. I don't think you're doing well. I'm going to back away here.
Yes. Goodbye. Yes. We withdraw from the hungry thing. Blood, smoke, smoke, death. I'll stand down. I'll stand down. But my people won't. Envoy, over here.
What?
I've had enough of this spiritual. It's beautiful. Even from afar.
Ooh. You got him.
That'll show 'em.
trying to think of some fun challenge runs I could do for this game. There's got to be some cool ideas. Can't really do companionless unless maybe somebody comes out with a mod for it. Oh shit! I didn't need those ankles.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
There we go.
I'd say we're on the right track. So close.
Magic disappearing roots just for me.
Much as I want to get to the garden,
Nope, forgot to eat. Is there? Yeah, there's not a way to eat multiple. Huh.
I'm loath to swim through that.
Oh damn. What? Where do I go now? Oh. The precious few legible entries in this journal. Scholar's purchase fallen perhaps for the best. I may have found yet another path to the garden, a better one, suited to conceal its secrets.
I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea.
There must be another way. No army makes a plan with just one entrance or exit.
I say we have a look around. Follow your divine instincts. And try not to draw unwanted attention.
If we find them, we might find a way. The wardens might know.
To Solace Keep. Let's try to get there before the steel garrote can cause trouble.
We haven't a moment to lose. We must reach the garden before the steel garrote. It's a plan. Let's go.
I'll follow your lead.
Is this dude just sitting here eating grass? I guess we could have snuck around.
Someone's eager to meet us.
I got 2 for 1 in that one. Why am I doing ice all of a sudden? Is that my random buildup or? It doesn't look like we're supposed to be able to get in that house.
Never thought I'd miss Emerald Stair.
Loot, loot, and more loot. Unreadable signs. Alright. A snake, a snake. Damn.
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them.
What's this guy want?
What are you doing here? This place isn't safe. The homestead up ahead is all run by Sarps. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salo steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zaribs used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south.
Need help with the Zarps?
You want to help? Nandru keep you. That'd be amazing. There are some Barbrunen living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the wardens. If someone got rid of the Zaribs, they might be able to shelter here, maybe even grow some crops. It's up to you if you would like to help out with the Zaribs, but I hope you do.
No, you don't. Come on. No. Ooh. Best way to open the chest is by standing on top of it, in case you were wondering.
I need a move.
Don't mind me, just munching in the middle of battle. the goodies. Oh, you know what could be a good challenge run to try? Beating the entire game with just throwables.
Another soul for the wheel.
I might look into doing that. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if you can get enough of them though.
Get off me!
Might have been overkill for those, but oh well. Okay, got him. That was everybody. But yeah, that might actually be a cool like challenge run to do. Try beating the game exclusively with throwables. I just don't know if you can get enough of them.
You dealt with the Zarbs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some lives. The buildings will at least provide some shelter. Here, take this.
Little chunk of change. Wonder if I'll be able to make a cool hammer with all the star metal I've been collecting.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the farms.
Ooh, I saw a fast travel point. I'll grab the side quest in a minute. I'm getting distracted. Must focus.
I wonder what scared these people into building such an imposing fortress.
Gonna open up, fellas.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came.
In single combat in one.
I could care less if you fought Magrin herself. Death is better than catching Mihala's ire. It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9 creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Bargrunen shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the council heretofore established by Nandru, the first warden, or without the attestation of an established honored warden of the keep.
You're saying if I'm with a warden, you'll let me in?
That is correct. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? Dear.
Okay. Apparently we have to bring Marius. Oh, trippy.
Gods.
I'm gonna hold off on the armor a little bit.
Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh, focus on something else. Like,
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown.
A functional bridge to the garden would also be nice.
We'll find a way. We always do. Are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious.
Yes, but not at the garden. I'm afraid of the future.
Indeed. Whatever happens in the garden, it won't be the end of our problems. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential.
Earlier you were worrying that you're taking the wrong direction with animancy.
You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me.
They must have felt the same pressure you did.
And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine.
Think you just made a breakthrough.
Did I? Huh. I don't know what I expected. Feels nice. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You too. Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delamgan in Galawain's tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come?
You think the animancers can work with nature, not against it?
Possibly, if they were to find common ground. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature, to overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone, just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world, supporting instead of exploiting?
Sounds promising.
With a little encouragement, it could be possible. There's plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now, let's try and stay on nature's good side. We have a reputation to uphold. If I must.
Okay. Wrapped up. Let's talk to Kai.
Drouatians like to boast about how barren and rugged
Gawain's tusks has a certain austere charm.
I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just impressive.
I agree. People should be free to choose their own path.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Ravatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to.
You also conquer and annex a lot of lands you explore and trade with.
Yeah, that's certainly part of it. Look, I'm not trying to defend or debate my empire's conduct, or yours. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely. I've got extra water in my pack if anyone needs it.
Okay, Marius.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
You knew where the garden was this whole time. Why didn't you say anything early? You're really worried about this, aren't you?
No, clearly. They probably won't arrest me and lock me away in a crumbling tower they all but abandoned decades ago. I'll be fine. You know me. Taking things too seriously, assuming the worst. I mean, they don't execute deserters anymore.
Concentrate on my voice. Breathe. Slow down and think about the here and now.
Right. Okay, that helped. Thanks.
Glad to hear it.
Glad you were here. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
Say no more. We'll find that village.
Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to find it. Anyway. Until next time.
Okay.
Never thought I'd be going back.
Previous location. Oh, no. Gotta keep the healer.
You again? I told you the first time.
Or the reason you have clean water. How about a little
You're
gratitude?
the reason I got a bath? Hell's bells, I owe you. You have no idea how ripe the keep gets when the fountains are busted.
100 sweaty dwarves packed in the Great Hall, reeking of sulfur and sweet onions. Damn near makes me nostalgic.
With you stinking worse than anyone. Alright, get inside. If anyone asks, it wasn't Cosme who let you in. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
I admit it. Solace is damned impressive.
Did I not need
Just be
Maris?
aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face. It's just like... No. It's the lack of sleep. It's impossible. But
to. There we go.
Alright, alright. Took you long enough. Wait, you're not from the canting pot. Where's the canting pot?
You look just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Mikhala is going to... I don't even know what Mikhala is going to do. This has never happened.
I can't wait to see what the council will say.
Time to find out.
Welcome back to Odica's nails. An outsider.
Sanctuary of Nature. Hasn't changed a bit.
This keep is full of old memories. Let's make some them better ones.
Maybe we should open up for more time.
You think cost is right, huh?
Got a chef.
Everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal.
I haven't had first yet.
Well, I don't... thought you were. Let me start. I am the ringleader of this circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would get something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amaku. You're a good hunter. Always would. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
Food restores 40% more health and essence. Ooh. We'll grab that.
Outsider. Yeah, good. Yeah, we've taken to calling it the... Be careful. Well, be courteous while in Solace's halls and check the...
I just...
No. Please. Bring mud. Anything to... Be safe.
I killed one of them. I killed the giant beetle thingy.
Oh, great. Outsider,
Warden.
you need something?
Oh, Jesus. That's expensive. Okay. Ooh. For a mage.
Mikhala understands the importance of tradition. Nandru chose this place for a reason.
So you're the outsiders my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. Doesn't matter. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this.
I've got a warden right next to me.
Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
What happened to him?
If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
I could look for him.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
We should lend a hand. Maybe earn a little trust with the locals.
Wake up, Mother. It's me. Oh.
I'll have to bring this to the council. No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
Man, they got a lot of this boarded up. Man was a hoarder. Found a quest item on accident.
Outsiders.
Very image of Nandru indeed. Gods, you are the most important.
Too late. What am I going to do?
Gotta loot it all.
I hope no one sees me like this. Outsider! I've never seen someone so dull.
Take pride in our home, fellow Pagrunan, for solace is an impenetrable fortress
Go.
that can withstand any assault.
Just walk up there and dance on stage.
People say water is the god of
Mordecai for inspiration.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am
That might be the most
pleased to meet
pretentious looking dwarf I've ever seen in my life.
Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
Show me your wares. Treasure map. The blade that hungers. Ooh, that sounds cool.
Where is that caravan?
Ready yourselves. Council's just...
You do the talking. If we open our gates to our neighbors, we stand to lose everything. We will talk about this later. Guest.
We talk after I loot. Okay, now we talk.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
We just saw the steel garrote and the tusks. Your lives are in danger. We believe the steel garrote have entered the tusks.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the steel garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
We did what was needed.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
We're looking for a path to the garden. Help us put an end to the Dream Scourge.
There is no dream scourge in Galloway's tusks.
Nor has there ever been.
Every settlement in the living land suffers from it. It's only a matter of time.
No. The soul of Nandru protects this place, protects his wardens. No curse may touch us here.
These are unusual times, Mihama. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fio, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's Aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy?
Show us the path to the garden and we will.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
A goddess in prison there. They spoke to me and begged me to come. We have determined it's the source of the Dream Scourge.
Mind how you speak of the garden in these halls, envoy.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
Lie, I am the reincarnation of Nandru. Jesus. I found an old journal written by Nandru.
Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
I don't believe you.
I don't care if you do. You are free, as we all are, to believe or disbelieve as you like. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider, and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
I won't stop searching for the garden. Stand around all you like.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. Well, I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against two.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
She's risking lives for the sake of pride.
She's more concerned about her pride than the fact our people are weakening from deprivation. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
You're picking your battles.
I am. I know I can't win all of them, and I need to win the ones that matter. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
What do you want from me exactly?
The keep decays, and we drown in the rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Count me intrigued. I'm assuming I can help. What will you give me in return?
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Why didn't you tell Mahal?
Because I know how she'd react. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
What then is of importance to you?
My people. Every person who is alive now, and every generation to come. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Ambassador Helgard is a reasonable man. You don't need Ludwin's support. You misunderstand the Ambassador's relationship with the Inquisitor.
It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your sunken mind?
You would be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
Your wardens may as well be relieved to no longer have to guard a place like this. I'm sure Mahala would love to hear this.
That is my most fervent hope, Envoy. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger.
You're a fool if you believe giving Adir a crumbling castle will protect you from them. It would change all. I wish you well, but I want nothing to do with this.
I promise you, this is all repellent to me too. But I will do what I must to save my people. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand.
Regardless of what you think, I'll find it.
You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Still grow out of my countrymen. If I see Load when she's dead, sorry. Anyone who stands in my way declares themselves against me, even my fellow adherents.
You are driven by a singular purpose. I admire your ferocity, envoy, that you would readily kill your own. In any case, the Stilgarot are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also,
Glare stoically.
goodbye then.
Okay. Go ahead and save and wrap up here. We'll see where this goes in the next one.